this post up to her article, which I did a video on yesterday. And I wanted to look at some of the responses, because I got to tell you, fans are either on the player's side, or they're fed up with all this, or all the above. I got to tell you, good God, it's crazy.
Look at those responses. Every single one. Fans are no longer simply pushing back on the players. They are openly siding with the owners in a labor dispute against billionaire team executives. That shift reveals just how poorly the WNBA Players Association has managed this CBA negotiation. This is not just another difficult news cycle that fades away in a week. This is a full public relations crisis. And the numbers behind the scenes help explain why the owners have stood firm and refused to move. The owners see the data. They see the revenue splits. They see the market reality. And they understand that the union is not holding the stronger position here. There it is. They have no leverage. That message is spreading quickly across social media and sports forums. Scroll through any WNBA CBA debate and the tone remains the same.
At this point, someone explained this to me like I'm a child. It's the revenue sharing, and that seems to be the biggest holdup, yes? So why not meet in the middle and ask for 18 or 20%? Because at this point, not playing at all isn't profitable for either side. I said yesterday in my video, I think they settle around 7.
Fans who were cheering all season are now urging players to take the deal or prepare to strike. The union entered these talks asking for 27% of gross revenue, and that demand shifted the entire tone of the conversation. That is the same percentage NBA players receive, but there is one major issue with that comparison. The NBA operates at a consistent profit. The WNBA has reported financial losses for 27 consecutive years. The league has never posted an annual profit. Not once. That reality changes the entire discussion. Some teams reportedly generated 50 to 75% of their total gate revenue from just 2 Caitlin Clark games. Think about that. 2 appearances by one player bringing in half to 3/4 of a team's entire season ticket income.
The players are obviously never going to get 27 plus gross revenue. They should shoot for 18 to 20%, realistically. It's not what they want. It's a lot better than what the league is offering. Again, it's going to be net revenue. Jesus, it's crazy.
It is not a minor increase. That is a dramatic shift in business. From the owner's perspective, this is not about greed. It is about simple math. They watched attendance surge in 2024. They saw television ratings triple. They saw arenas sell out in ways the league had never experienced before. They also understand why it happened. One rookie became the focal point of attention. And there is uncertainty about how long that level of interest will last beyond her rookie contract. The attendance data supports it. The Indiana Fever reportedly jumped from averaging 4,067 fans per game in 2023 to 17,036 in 2024. That is an extraordinary increase. On the road, the pattern continued. Opposing teams moved games to larger arenas specifically for Caitlin Clark appearances, knowing demand would rise sharply. That kind of growth tied so closely to one player raises serious long-term questions for league leadership. Now, let's address the expansion fee argument. This is where the players' union appears to have lost control of the narrative. They point to the reported $2.2 billion valuation for the Golden State expansion team as proof that the league is thriving. And they want that money included in revenue-sharing discussions. On the surface, that sounds compelling, but the details tell a different story. Expansion fees are not recurring revenue. They are one-time payments. Analyst David Simpson explained it with a simple comparison. If you find a $100 bill on the street and use it to purchase a gym membership that lasts 1 month, when the membership renews, you cannot assume another $100 will simply appear. That is the issue here.
Is coming from, given the attendance and viewership is primarily driven by a single player and team. They, again, the players started this cause too soon. They should have given it one good year. They don't understand the concept that relocation fees, expansion, etc. is not reoccurring revenue. David Sampson had a great...
Expansion money appears once. Player salaries, on the other hand, are paid every single season. What the union is seeking is guaranteed long-term raises tied to money that will not return again. From a business perspective, that creates significant risk. Owners are evaluating steady income versus one-time boosts, and they are choosing stability. The offer currently on the table is not minor. Owners are proposing 15% of net revenue, up from 9.3% in the previous CBA. That represents a 61% increase in the revenue share percentage. In addition, they are offering full salaries during maternity leave, upgraded travel arrangements, individual hotel rooms, and improved medical benefits. For a league that has never posted an annual profit, that is a substantial financial commitment. The owners are clearly wagering on future growth. They are agreeing to pay more even while the league continues to operate at a loss.
And these players are completely, the word I keep seeing from fans, delusional and greedy.
What they are not prepared to do is structure the entire financial model around the belief that Caitlin Clark's impact will sustain the league indefinitely. Delusional and greedy. Those are the words appearing repeatedly in fan reactions, not from anonymous trolls, not from people who never watch a game. These comments are coming from fans who tuned in all season, purchased tickets, and spent money on merchandise. The very audience the league must retain now feels disappointed. That shift in tone speaks volumes. The players' union appears to have misjudged the moment. They treated the 2024 surge as guaranteed leverage. They assumed fans would automatically stand with them in a labor dispute. They believed the wave of attention would carry them through intense negotiations. On all 3 points, the reaction has not unfolded as they anticipated. A more measured strategy might have taken a different approach. The union could have waited another year. They could have allowed the league to complete a full season to determine whether 2024 represented sustained growth or a short-term Caitlin Clark surge. Establishing a clearer record of financial stability before pursuing NBA-level revenue sharing would have strengthened their position. Instead, the union opted out of the CBA early. Negotiations were triggered in January 2025, with spring training scheduled for April. That decision created a tight timeline and increased pressure on both sides to finalize an agreement quickly. Now, the union faces a critical decision. They can accept an offer that is significantly stronger than the current agreement, but below their initial demands. Or they can strike and risk slowing the momentum the league worked so hard to build.